Hello, everybody. It's Zack for the weekly update. A few things. First off, I'm doing better than I was last week, mentally. Um, I started taking my anti-anxiety medication that I haven't taken in over 2 years, I want to say. But it was necessary. Not happy that I'm taking it, but it has done a great job in quieting my brain down. Slows your breathing, slows your pulse, slows your mind. It just I've spent the last week more or less sedated, but it was a lot better than where I was going. I do appreciate the people that were accommodating to me last week, just saying nice things and stuff. Mainly John, Junibug, and a couple other people who got the ball rolling in Fury. Got the ball rolling in having people send me nice messages, and obviously everyone who sent me nice messages. I appreciate you all immensely. I really do. Yeah. So scheduling stuff. We'll get to health stuff in a moment. Scheduling stuff. Right now, just based on how I feel with things and how I can interact with work, I have a hierarchy of things to get done. Final Fantasy X-2 is going to be uploaded 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Although Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday are open, if I can't get the video out in time, it's going to be 3 videos a week, preferably staggered like that, but it's going to be whatever it is. So that's the top of the list. That's where my main energy of the week is going. Next up is Patreon. I actually did 2 of the Patreon drawings this past week, so yay. But yeah, next up is Patreon. If I don't have videos to record, then I'm gonna spend my time trying to do the Patreon stuff. That's a little bit more fluid because I can draw that from bed, whereas I can't record or stream from bed. After that is Trails in the Sky, which I know we're so close to the end of the game, but that is just an extra time thing for me. And it's the episodes generally tend to be on the longer side, so I need to be able to put in time for that. So we might get 1 episode a week, we might get none, but that's already on the optional side of things for me. And then under that, unfortunately, is streaming, because that requires a lot of time for me sitting in the same spot no matter where I am in the room. I'm trying to... My little weather app updated to 47 degrees frost. I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to see if there's games that I can do from bed, but the problem is that, like, bed to monitor is a distance. Like, if I find a way to get my microphone so that it's close to me, or I don't think my headset cables will work for the mic there. I don't think it's long enough. But yeah, I'm not really sure what games I would be able to play, so I really don't know. But yeah, I don't think my microphone cables would even go that far. Birds are doing their thing outside. So yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. So that's how things are gonna be. So yeah, I apologize. I miss streaming. I miss everybody. I like streaming. I do. I can't do it. I can't put myself through that pain. I've having so much already. I'm taking pain medication, but I can't take NSAID pain like ibuprofen because it inhibits bone growth, and I haven't been taking it for months. And we'll get to why I'm upset that I still can't take it, but I've been taking Tylenol, but if you take too much of that in a day, then it's really bad for you, so I have to space that out a little bit and watch when I take it, essentially time it for when I want to be productive. So yeah, I just I have to form my days around when I want to be productive or when I can be. Also, starting Friday night is the holiday of Passover. So that's an 8-day holiday. The first 2 days and the last 2 days I'm not going to be around, so it's going to be Friday night to Sunday night for the first 2 days. So normally I'm gone, Friday night, Saturday night anyway, but it'll be an extra day for that, so I'll be back Sunday night. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I'll be around. And then Thursday night until Saturday night, I'll be gone for the last days of the festival, so or the holiday. So yeah, that's gonna be a busy week with that, where you have to do cleaning and food and stuff. But I'm looking forward to it. For those of you next Sunday celebrating Easter, I think it's next Sunday, I hope you have a good holiday as well. All the things in between for that, Good Friday and all that jazz. But yeah, so health. It's been 7.5 minutes. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. So last week we were talking about the CT that I got and waiting to talk to the doctor. So finally, we finally talked to the doctor on Thursday? Wednesday or Thursday. The days have all been blurring for me because I haven't been doing anything. I have been playing Lego Star Wars. That's been fun. But so we finally got a call from my back surgeon. So he said a bunch of things. The weird stuff that we saw that was showing up on the scan wasn't bone growth. It was bone cement that they had put in previously, and my dad and I didn't make note of that being there in the scan in January, just because of the way that the picture was taken that time. It didn't show up as brightly, so that's not a problem. The screw that we saw that was loose was also kind of loose last time, and it hasn't necessarily gotten worse. It's just kind of there. But the fact is, its looseness is probably, it's what's causing the pain that I'm having. That's how it's always been. The loose hardware, loose screw. As a side note also, which I wasn't happy about, one second, I need to take a drink. The fibula that they put in, the bone graft, from that they took out of my leg, and was the cause of the massive amount of recovery and trauma to my body, putting it there, snaking in an artery to feed it so that it would grow as a bone there. Based on what it looks like in the scan, the fibula is dead. The bone graft didn't work. And all of the work and the scars and everything, I wouldn't say were for nothing, because it started to attach itself, so it's at least attached in a little bit, and we're hoping that its existence there will cause the bone to grow anyway, but it hasn't grown anywhere near as quickly as anyone wanted it to before it died. And yeah, so I have a whole load of scars and loss of sensation and trauma for a very little result. But we're hoping that that is enough. So yeah, I'm very upset that was a 98% chance of it working. They said to us that this if it doesn't fail after like 4 days, then it'll be fine. Like, it takes like a few days for the body to recognize the fact that you know, the artery and stuff that they put in are going to a spot, and it's, you know, the body, the areas heal and everything sticks together. And if it had failed at that point, we would have known. Like, there would have been really bad consequences. So it didn't. So it was like a 98%. They said like a 98 or 97% chance of it working if it didn't fail after like a week or 4 days or something. So, you know, 3%. That's just how my life goes, though. I have a whole philosophy, but we're not going to get into that, because you don't want to hear me talk about how I think that my life is just supposed to be these things. Anyway, we talked. So we asked the doctors, like, what do we do? He's like, yeah. So the pain that I'm feeling is from like the tiny movements of the screws messing with everything, because that's how it's been. The last 2 times I got surgery also, the first time I got it was because of the tumor. So yeah, the last 2 times, meaning the one in August and the one the previous December, were because the screws got a little loose, and those little movements generate a lot of pain because it's in a very sensitive area. So, you know, I was worried that he was going to say to us, so what we'll do is, you know, there's 3 options for him to say. There was one of, we can't do anything. The other one was, we'll go in and replace the screws / stabilize them again. But the third option I really didn't think he was going to say was that the only thing that we can do is just remove the rods and screws entirely. Just go in and get rid of them, because they're just not working out. So, you know, I don't want another surgery. I'm so tired of not that anyone wants surgery, I guess, but I'm so tired of all these invasive things. And the fact that it would be my 3rd one in a year and a half is what has been wrecking my brain. But he said, if we take the hardware out entirely, then if the problem is the micro movements, that will solve the problem forever. And I didn't think that they were going to go for this, because when I got the rods and screws put in 2013, we asked them, so, like, you know, how long am I going to have this? And they're like, well, most people just have them in for the rest of their lives. That's just how it works. You just have the rods and screws in. After the fusion takes, we could take them out, but that's an extra surgery, and we really don't want to go in again if we don't have to. But it's very clear at this point that they have to, because of whatever body configuration that I have, the way that I live, because I'm a big person, tall and fat, but whatever it is, having the rods and screws there just doesn't work, and it's going to keep getting worse unless it's gone. So he had also suggested, he said that there's, and maybe saying to yourself, so go for it, Toby. The danger of taking out the rods and screws is that they're stabilizing my back. The purpose of them is to stabilize my back so that the fusion holds and my spine doesn't crinkle on itself. Because I have one of my vertebrae is more or less hollow because they had to take a tumor out of it. So it can't support weight well. So if in a worst case scenario, it's going to bend the wrong way and my spine is going to start bending in the wrong direction. So he said that, there is a risk of this deformity happening if the rods are taken out. It's not a big risk, and my dad says that with the amount of fusion that I have, the likelihood of it happening when it hasn't already happened is very, very low. But we know that doesn't necessarily mean anything with me. But if I had a choice, I have the choice. It's my choice. Thinking about it for a few days, there's also an option of getting shots in my back, like steroids, just to try to calm the area down. But that wouldn't fix anything. That would, at the very least, kick the can down the road. And the doctor said, he would prefer if I tried to keep it in as long as possible, to try to let the area fuse as much as possible before we took it out. And I'm just thinking about it, and with the quality of life that I have right now, which is currently at about a 3 out of 10, I don't know if I want to take the chance of that, because we don't know if the shots would work. We don't know how long it would take for the shots to take effect. We don't know how long they would work for, because some people the shots work for like a day. Some people it's months. It's completely different. I happen to have a very weird body that processes medication and things like that really quickly. So I get over the effects of things, and I usually need to take really high doses of painkillers and stuff for it to work. So I'm going to assume that any shot that I get isn't going to be effective, and if we don't get the ball rolling on the surgery to take out the rods and screws, I'm just going to be suffering for months. So we're also looking into a second opinion. We're going to talk to someone else that has been highly recommended to us. But what I decided we're going to do is get started on the surgery thing and the authorization for, because I don't know how long I'm going to have my health insurance for, because we still don't know what's going on with my disability, because they haven't gotten back to us after several months already, despite us trying to get in contact with them. So I'm going to try to aim for mid-May, 1 month from now, essentially, to get the surgery to get the rods and screws removed. In the meantime, we're going to look into getting the back shots so that I can at least see if it'll help me in the meantime. I'm still not going to push off the surgery. And we're also going to look into trying to get an appointment with this other person who I really don't think is going to add too much. Like, I don't know if he's going to, like, what he's going to say. He's not going to be like, oh, no, your real problem is this, and it's not going to be. At the best, he's going to also recommend taking it out, or getting something else put in, and I'm trying to say this without sounding worrying, but I'd probably rather die than have surgery to replace the screws again. And I don't say that lightly. And I'm saying that with my anxiety medication sedating me. So yeah. I'm giving myself a month. Hoping that we can get the surgery done in about a month. It took about that long last time to get all the authorizations and everything. And that'll give me time to enjoy Passover without recovering from surgery, because the last surgery I got was right before the Jewish New Year, the High Holy Days, and it ruined that entire month of holidays. I was stuck in a wheelchair with drains and stuff coming out of me the whole time, and I don't want to, not that we can even get the surgery this week anyway to ruin Passover, but like I don't want to deal with that. So Passover is a week. My brother's semester of college is ending at the beginning of May, so like if I get the surgery after that, we don't have to worry about disrupting his stuff, because he's having a great semester with that, and I just want him to do well. And it gives the fusion a little bit more time to maybe, grow a little bit, but not too much time that I feel like I'm kicking the can down the road. But yeah, so I'm giving myself another month, and if the stuff comes out and the pain goes away, then I won't have to worry about it anymore. So I didn't think that was an option, honestly. I thought that they were just going to keep on replacing it, and I was not doing well thinking about that. So I'm giving myself one more chance. And hopefully this works for my sake and everyone else's. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. I'm able to talk about it a little more optimistically, because like I said, I've been quieting the parts of my brain that have been spiraling. So I'm making sure to keep on that. And yeah, just to finish off the video, I did the teaser last week for year 12 of Let's Plays, where I announced Final Fantasy X-2, obviously, Metroid Fusion, Super Paper Mario, and Pokemon Coliseum are all going to be Let's Plays this year, assuming that I do well with the surgery whenever it happens. Let's see. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga came out. It's been very fun so far. They changed a lot. In Space with Markiplier is a very good series. I did a drawing for NCS's birthday and Emil's birthday last week. It was Mal's birthday also. Dan's birthday, Motion Dan. I got Brandon Sanderson novella collection, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but it was it's like a signed version and stuff. I forgot that I got a signed version, but it has like a little stamp and everything. Number 784. So I feel very special. I did the two Patreon things I did. One was Elfalin and Kirby from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I had a lot of fun with that. I did a Hisuian Zorg drawing, which I liked a lot. The other one was a furry girl named Tracy, which is a OC of BLT General. So that was commissioned from Mooch. And yeah, I'm hopefully going to do more this week with that. And yeah, Melia drawing for Chuck Conroy's birthday. So again, that's tweet under the video. I'm not doing that right now. And that's it. So yeah. So the main takeaways. I'm doing a little better mentally. I'm keeping myself under control there. I'm not doing better physically, but we're going to get the ball rolling on, unfortunately, another surgery for me. Still really upset that the fibula thing is dead. I'm not going to go into it. There's a lot of physical and mental trauma that I'm going to have to work through this year because of that surgery and its lack of work. Just scars everywhere. And yeah, so the direction we're going, unless something comes up with this other guy, which I don't think will, but I'm giving him a shot too because options are good. But the direction we're going is removing everything and then praying that I don't have any complications from it. Also, the surgery itself would be a lot less invasive. To put stuff in, they have to cut down. They're gonna still have to cut my back open in the same spot. They should just install a zipper there at this point. And before they had to take all the muscle and move it away and do all sorts of stuff. So with this one, they're still gonna have to cut the back open, but removing everything is a lot less invasive. They don't have to move stuff around as much because they don't have to drill anything in anymore. They just have to unscrew stuff and take it out. So presumably he said it'll take an hour surgically to remove it. Whereas, as you remember last time, it took me 12 hours and then another 12 where they had me in a induced coma. So, yeah, a little better that way. And I'll still be in the hospital for about 3 days, because that's just how long it takes. I shouldn't come home with the drains or stuff like I did last time. And he said that the recovery time for that, since there's nothing that has to set, because there's nothing there anymore, is only going to be a few weeks as opposed to a half a year. So that would be nice. So it will not be as bad a surgery as I have had. It's still surgery though. So again, nothing is set in stone yet, but we're going to get started on getting the ball rolling tomorrow. And that is going to be all of my eggs. Now, you don't put all your eggs in one basket, but unfortunately, I'm running out of eggs, and I'm running out of baskets. So I'm going to have to this time. But, yeah. Thank you again, everyone who listened, first of all. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being there, for giving me time and giving me a little bit of slack for going crazy this past month. Yeah. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with myself, but I appreciate y'all just hanging in there with me, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, as always, thank you for being you. Not necessarily for things related to me, but remember to be good to the people around you. I know that it means a lot to them. And yeah, here's hoping that we just have good things coming up. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.